Give it back!
Is that Asura?
This isn't it either! Where is it? Where is my sword?
His sword?
Is it normal for Hellions to attack each other? Ah!
I am the shepherd! It is my job to defeat the Hellions!
So, Asura is a shepherd.
A shepherd who became a Hellion.
Give it back! Give me my sword back!
Come forth!
You! You stole my sword, didn't you?
Asura is a Hellion of anger. The cause of this anger ought to be what made him a Hellion.
You mean because his sword was stolen?
No, there's more to it.
Beat the crap out of it.
Out of my way!
Eat this! Take this! Come to my side! Rock Rock Rampaging Giant!
Out of my way!
Be gone! Purify the earth! Fairy circle! Eat this!
Just back out of my way!
Be gone! Iron curtain!
Out of my way!
Eat this!
Don't overdo it. Let's do our best.
Out of my way!
Rampaging Giant! Iron curtain! Scrap toss!
Give me my sword back, so that I may purify everything!
Asura,
You have to focus, Saray. Bring him down with all your strength.
eat this! Light moving! Be gone! Shake him up! Rock winner! Surging landscape!
Out of my way!
Come to my side!
Out of my way!
Let's do our best.
Dry out! Rock winner! Quiver! Take this! Rampaging Giant! Ready? Go!
Out of my way!
Fairy circle! Rock winner! Surging landscape! Shake him up! Take this! Surging landscape! Earth pulse! Rock winner! That won't house this! Rampaging Giant! That won't house this! Ready? Go!
Give it back! That sword has the power to cleave malevolence!
Enough! We know that you want to help people.
Power to cleave Hellions! Chaos! And those filthy humans!
Humans? Oh no!
I shall destroy anything that summons malevolence!
What does he want to do? Cut down the whole world?
That's the reason why Asura became a Hellion.
Correct.
That voice!
This is the spiritual power of water!
Ah! Don't interfere! Out of my way!
Let's do our best.
Don't interfere!
Eyes on the prize.
Out of my way!
Unleash your hidden power.
Rock winner!
Infuse it.
Rampaging Giant! Iron curtain! House this! Ready? Go!
Don't interfere! Out of my way!
Whoa!
Don't interfere!
Pull together!
Don't interfere! Don't
Come to
interfere!
my side! Rock satellite! That won't house this!
Back! Alto!
He's trying to say something.
Give me my sword back! Alto!
Altul?
He's gone.
He was the shepherd long ago. Even if he was purified, his body has already deteriorated.
So his rage alone kept him going.
The problem is Altul. Do you think that he stole Asura's sword?
Let's go back and get the story from him straight.
If Asura really was the shepherd, then that makes Altoll.
Yes, he was likely the seraph who formed a pact with Asura.
Just like everyone else has with me? We've defeated Asura.
Much appreciated.
Are you who we think you are?
It is as you suspect. I am the seraph who guided Asura to the way of the shepherd, and used him as a vessel.
You stole his sword?
I did. This is something special.
You can tell with one look.
This sword is made from a rare metal called mithril. It truly does have enough power to cleave the world.
Is that why you stole it and hid it?
Yes. I was probably the one he wanted to slay most of all. But I had no choice. He was pure to the core, and it was that shining purity that tore him apart with worry, and eventually cost him his very soul.
That's why he made that sword. To cut down anything that would be corrupted by malevolence.
But I have no qualms about giving this sword to you. If you can learn to use it, it might aid you even more than the spiritual powers.
I'll pass. I already got a sword anyways.
Well said.
So you passed the trial of the spirit as well.
If you don't need it, I'll take it off your hands. We were meant for each other. My blade and I shall cleave the world.
Maltran?
Saray, look closely!
No way! She's...
A Hellion!
I apologize for ignoring you back then, Seraphim.
So you really could see us?
What do you intend with the sword?
I shall cut down the world, just as Asura wished.
But why?
I should be asking you, why don't you understand how Asura felt? Were we to erase this corrupted, chaotic world and all the humans in it, would that not rid us of malevolence once and for all? That is the clean, elegant logic of my master, the Lord of Calamity.
You're siding with him?
If Alicia knew about this...
How sad she'd be. Boo-hoo.
You've been using Alicia this whole time.
Ironically enough, to start a war, it is most effective to take a starry-eyed pacifist and get them all riled up over something. But now, everything is lined up for an all-out collision between Highland and Rollins. Our sad princess has outlived her usefulness!
This can't be.
Well, this is a fine pickle, isn't it? For a shepherd, I suppose reality is a far crueler trial than anything we could come up with.
Mikleo, Saray seems off lately.
I think he's worried about Alicia. I wish it were as simple as telling him to stop.
True. I'm not sure there's anything we can do.
I'm worried about Alicia too, Saray. But she'll be fine.
I agree. In any case, we have the spiritual power.
And Maltran is connected to the Lord of Calamity. If we stay focused on our goal, I'm sure we'll find a solution.
Right.
So the last spiritual power is wind, right? Yeah, cute.
It's not cute. Your stupid wind stirs up my allergies.
How could Maltran do this?
There are Hellions in the Rollins Imperial family. It isn't all that strange to imagine Hellions amongst the Knights of Highland as well.
A hero in war is a Hellion in life, goes the theory. I guess we have more evidence for that now.
But who would agree with the thoughts of the Lord of Calamity?
It isn't really as strange as you make it sound. Asura himself was a shepherd, as you know.
And he thought the same way.
In order to save the people and to begin anew, he would destroy everything. It's a pitfall that can trap all humans who let malevolence get the best of them.
Yes.
How am I gonna break it to Alicia?
Does she really need to know?
It might be worse for her not to find out at this point.
But Maltran said she no longer had any use for Alicia.
I suppose we ought to believe her. It wouldn't make sense for her to reveal her true self to us otherwise.
Seems to me the biggest issue is she'd been Alicia's rock through all this chaos, right?
Good point. If Alicia finds that out, not only has she lost her one pillar of support, but that pillar's been using her the entire time. She could fall apart.
That might be exactly what Maltran wants.
She's probably thinking she can get the war rolling for good by crushing Alicia's spirit.
What should I do?
That's a whole bunch of Norman we found.
Yes, an abnormal amount.
But I gotta say, their abilities really are helpful. Why does everyone leave them alone?
Yeah, you'd think there would be droves of Seraphim asking for their help.
Long ago, there was in fact an enormous demand for them. They were booked up for months at a time.
So why are they just wandering around now?
One day their leader-ish person rose up against the extreme work conditions, demanding autonomy for Norman Seraphim, plus a significant raise in wages. He called on the other Norman to join the fight for independence.
A Norman revolt?
Were there many casualties?
None. The only one pushing for independence was the leader-ish fellow. The others were simply like,
We don't mind helping, but it'd be real sweet if we could get maybe a 300-year break between crunch time.
and that was more or less that.
So easy going. But that's Norman for you.
And what happened to the leader?
Well, that's a whole nother...
After a protracted battle with another Seraph, he lost and was never seen again. Or so the story goes.
Huh. So Norman have their own history too.
Lila, I get, but you sure know a lot about Norman, Edna. You really must like them a whole...
I just hear rumors, that's all.
Guess that's that for the water trial. Barely.
But weren't we just cleaning up the mess that Altul made?
You don't have to say it like that.
Meebo, just tell us how you feel.
Well, I do feel a bit frustrated.
Right?
I think this is all just supposed to show us the worst-case scenario of what a shepherd could potentially become.
I thought so too.
So then, what were you going to do if Asura really didn't become a Hellion?
In that case, we probably would have been challenged by another Hellion.
Do you mean there are more shepherds who became Hellions?
In the long lines of history, many have.
I see. So that's why the trial is a test of one's spirit as well.
Yes.
If that's the case, then I'm convinced. You okay with that, Edna?
I'm fine, as long as it's a fair trial.
No fair.
You're definitely spirited, Edna.
Highland is moving closer to war day by day. No one will listen to me, no matter what I do.
Because you've been digging a hole, girl. You're stubborn as a mule. but even so...
I won't give up. The strength of a knight exists to protect, and their kindness serves the people.
You never change.
Saray, how are the ruins in Lake Haven Heights?
Well, you know, I did obtain the spiritual powers.
Wonderful. Though it's a shame. You just missed meeting my master.
Alicia, I needed to tell you about...
Maltran taught me the way of the spear at a young age. When I train with my master, I feel so invigorated. I don't enjoy all the scratches I get, but it's only because I lack experience.
What kind of person is she?
Well, she's kind of like a mother to me, but she doesn't like me saying that, says she's too young. But she taught me martial arts and the way of the knighthood when my mother died. I was only 7. I owe her much.
Alicia...
Though I fear I rely on her a bit too much.
That's not true.
I'll try to convince the chancellors. I do everything I can.
Are you sure you don't want to tell Alicia the truth about me?
Well, at least you have a sparkling personality.
You really are a pillar of support for her, you know?
That's it? You decided not to tell her just because of that? You're weak, as both a knight and a shepherd.
She's of no use to you now, right? Why don't you just leave her alone?
I'm interested, that's all. Of what will become of the foolish princess, who would needlessly turn herself into a martyr for her country.
I know Alicia will see it through.
Do you really think so?
I...
You really don't, do you? After all, you don't even think she has the strength to withstand the truth about me.
Shut up! As long as we take care of it before she knows, everything will be just fine.
No need to rush. The tables will turn soon enough. All is according to his plan.
Are we not able to tell Alicia the truth about Maltran? Because we can't actually believe in Alicia, even when we really want to?
She's just trying to provoke you.
Let's keep it a secret.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I agree. It appears harming Alicia is not part of her grand plan anyways.
Then I have no objections.
Rose, you agree too, right?
You sure told her off.
Saray looked like he was done with her, so I just took it from there after she started talking smack.
To be honest, I'm scared to tell Alicia the truth about her master.
Alicia really trusts Maltran, more than any one of us can imagine.
Do whatever you want. But if you do face off with her, don't hold back. Otherwise, you'll die.
Yeah, I know.
Don't get so serious. It'll be fine. Come on, stay psyched up.
Right.